Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about something that's really important for men. But first, let me ask you a question. What makes us humans? Is it our body structure, our way to communicate with one another? If you think it's one of these things, you're wrong. Even animals like monkeys have a similar body structure to ours, and every animal can communicate with its specific species with ease. The main difference between humans and animals, and the thing that makes us humans, is our thinking ability. Now, don't get me wrong, animals can think too, but the difference between us and them is the level and depth at which our thinking can go. I mean, we can think about any random thing out of nowhere, make fake scenarios in our minds, plan future chores, and execute them. Not only thinking, but our feelings too. All these things depend on our emotional intelligence and how we control our emotions. The reason I said this video is important for men is that, believe it or not, men suffer the most in silence. Most men prefer to stay silent on things bothering them rather than talking about it to others. And when they do talk, they end up ruining their physical and mental health, as well as their relationship with others. Men need to grasp the significance of managing their emotions to ensure a positive lifestyle for themselves and the people around them. In today's video, we'll discuss emotional intelligence and sensitivity, how they impact men, and ways for men to effectively handle their emotions. Without taking any more time, let's get into the video. What is emotional intelligence? Let's be real. The majority of us weren't taught about emotional intelligence as kids. Our parents weren't psychologists who could teach us how our minds and emotions work and how we should control our emotions for our own and the sake of others. This is one of the reasons why most kids in their childhood, or even in their teens nowadays, want everything for themselves and don't care about the emotions of others and how their behavior affects others. Emotional intelligence is not a random trait that some people possess. Rather, it is a skill that requires intentional mastery and development. But before mastering it, we must know what it is. Emotional intelligence is the ability to identify, understand, and manage your emotions, as well as be aware of others' emotions. Once you start to improve your emotional intelligence, you start to progress in life and help others become more emotionally intelligent. For example, if you have children, or if you're a boss, a manager somewhere, or if you have people that you surround yourself with or talk to daily, it becomes important for you to understand, control, and manage your emotions, as well as the emotions of the people you communicate with. You need to stay calm and work on controlling your emotions so you can help others around you. The reason I called emotional intelligence a skill is that many psychologists say that emotional intelligence is better than IQ when both are compared in terms of overall happiness and success. Because you see, unlike IQ, emotional intelligence is a skill that can be developed and enhanced for your own well-being. You might ask, what is the importance of understanding your emotions as a sensitive man? Let's see. Society has always described the ideal man as aggressive, stoic, cool under pressure, and good to others. And honestly speaking, every man should be like this. But not all of us are like that. Some of us are highly sensitive. We tend to let our emotions get the better of us. We overthink, we overreact, and we end up costing ourselves mental and physical peace. Now let me clarify, there's nothing wrong with feeling things deeply. However, being overly sensitive can lead to getting upset about things that shouldn't bother you. Take Steve, for example. He's a nice guy with a group of friends he regularly hangs out with. But there's one thing, Steve is sensitive and takes things to heart pretty quickly. Now, obviously the boys in the group like to joke around and playfully make fun of each other, as friends often do. When Steve is with them, they do the same. But due to his high sensitivity, he takes things to heart and overthinks even the smallest jokes. If you've discussed your boundaries with your friends and they still talk about things you dislike, it's okay to feel upset. However, reacting strongly, getting angry, and feeling bad about the things boys joke about daily is the wrong approach. As a result, Steve's friends may begin to distance themselves from him, and he risks damaging his friendship with the boys. If you're like Steve, you're going in the wrong direction. You can't let your emotions get the better of you because, again, it costs you your peace. For that reason, we're going to talk about a 3-step process on how you can improve your emotional intelligence. Methods to master your emotional intelligence. But before that, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and press that notification button so you don't miss out on future uploads. Coming back to the conversation, the first step to improved emotional intelligence is self-awareness. You see, self-awareness is one of the most important things when it comes to changing something within yourself. Like, you need to know who you are and what is it you really want. Nowadays, people aren't self-aware. They don't know why they act, feel, and think a certain way. And one of the reasons for this is today's world. What I mean is, look at the men today. Everything's going too fast, and men today have become so busy that they don't even have little time to just relax, sit back and think about their life. Think about why are they like this? Why do they act the way they do? Men nowadays don't know what affects them, what makes them angry, and what makes them blow up. And let me tell you, once you start being more self-aware, you start to understand your emotions, actions, and reactions. The solution here, my friends, is to just take a break from everything. Sit back, identify your triggers, what makes you stressed out, and act out of order. Doing this will help you know yourself and be more self-aware. The second method to be more emotionally intelligent is self-regulation, or managing emotions. When I say managing your emotions, I don't mean not thinking about it, or pushing your emotions away, throwing them under the carpet, nothing of this sort. When you throw too many things under the carpet, a time comes when you've thrown too many things under the carpet and you trip over and hurt yourself. So, self-regulation means figuring out how to manage your emotions, and to manage your emotions, there is a thing called self-soothing. Now, if you don't know what self-soothing is, it is a built-in mechanism in humans that helps them calm down. If you look at a baby, they already know how to self-soothe, for example. They will cry until their mother picks them up. Or even if you look at a small child, they always have a small stuffed toy or some sort of a blanket that makes them feel soothed and safe. But when it comes to adults, most of us don't even know what self-soothing is, let alone how to self-soothe. Self-soothing is just a way to bring yourself from a heightened state to a normal state and manage your emotions regardless of your circumstances. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where your emotions test you, just pause and don't react in any harsh way. You see, Viktor Frankl, an Austrian psychiatrist, said, "Between stimulus and response, there is space. In that space lies our freedom and power to choose our response." So if you want to manage your emotions and grow as a person, just take a pause before responding and choose what's best for you as a person. The third and final method is adaptability, which means being more open and flexible in your responses. Nowadays, everyone wants others to act and respond according to their liking. But what it should be like is that we as people should change our ways of responding to the world. The concept of adaptability is just like training your muscles. The more you work on training your muscles, the more they grow. Similarly, the more you train your emotional responses, the more you master emotional intelligence and attain mental and physical peace. It's pretty simple, guys. The world isn't going to change itself for you. You have to change yourself, grow, learn, and become the best version of yourself. So here you have it, guys. Let me know your opinions in the comment box. I would love to hear them. Thank you for watching the video. Take care and goodbye.